Today we are in the city of Puno and we are going to the highest lake in the world, Lake Titicaca. But first, we're going to have some breakfast here at the central market and then make our way onto this boat to take us to this island. We have just arrived to the first island of Uros. We're currently on a raft made of reeds. This is crazy. Sí, yo.
Calvo.
And I have two kids. That one over there and this guy over here. They're inviting us into their homes. They got some benches here, a bed. This is how they live.
Acá somos una familia.
It's pretty neat. So their way of life is pretty much just knitting these quilts and little knickknacks that they sell to tourists, which they opened up tourism 4 years ago here. And then for food, they typically fish, and there's 6 types of fishes here, as well as like waterfowl that lives within the reeds. So they hunt those, and that's their main source of food. But besides that, they will go to the main island, or the main peninsula that's closest to them. Takes them about an hour, and they'll trade things for potatoes and sweet potatoes, as well as quinoa and lentils and wool from alpacas to make the quilts and whatnot. Very simple way of life, very beautiful.
Welcome to Amantani Island. You can see here the local families are waiting especially for you, yes? Entonces, papá Roberto, igual. ¿Ya? Mucho gusto. Roberto, mucho gusto.
Hola, mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto. Mucho gusto. ¿Ya? ¿Nada más? Igualmente, sin...
Awesome. We just got assigned our father for the rest of the day and night, and we're going to go meet his family and see where we're staying. We are now arriving at our residence to see how we live. Gracias. Home sweet home. Watch your head. Here we are in the courtyard. Super cute. Even the stonework. And now we rest. Soon, lunch. Gotta look for the bathroom. See what that's like. Oh. Okay, not what I expected at all. It's actually pretty developed. With shower. I could live here forever and just be happy and content. This is fantastic. This here is the kitchen. ¿Puedo ver y toma video? Sí?
Claro.
Here we are. Just getting ready to prepare some lunch for us. Everything we need.
Así, para calentar un poco comida.
Bueno.
Sí.
¿Y qué comida hoy?
Sopa de quinoa.
¿Quinoa?
Sí, después con queso, papa con queso,
Ay,
choclo.
me encanta.
¿Ya?
Chocolate con queso.
Sí.
Muy rico. All right, we are starting off with our first course, and it is soup. It's a veggie soup with quinoa, potato, some green leaf, and camote, sweet potato. And then we got some ricotta and canchitas, which are these little, well, big toasted kernels of corn. Okay, we got our second course now, and we have some fried cheese right there, which is pretty similar texture to halloumi. If you've ever had that, it's kind of rubbery, and it's got a crispy skin, which is delicious. We got some sort of sweet potato and some normal potato over here. some salad, and that's the big corn. So we just finished up lunch, and Roberto over here, our host, was explaining that he's a fisherman in most of the months that he's here, but right now in January and February, it's you're not allowed to fish because there's some sort of parasite in the lake. So he mostly just does agriculture for most of the year. And it's super cool. So he's from a community just like over the hills, way back over there. And when he got married, he was brought into this community, which is called Pampa. So he lives here with his wife and her parents and his kids. ¿Tienes frutas acá también?
Frutas no tengo. Como pueden ver, acá tengo manzanas.
Ah, sí.
Sí,
Solo manzana?
solo manzana.
So for fruits here, they grow apples, and they have grenadilla, which is kind of like a pomegranate with a mucusy inside. They also have strawberries, but in the other people's homes, they grow those. Over here, he just has apples. And in April is when he grows his sweet potatoes. And our itinerary for today, now that we're done lunch, we're going to wait until 4 o'clock, and we're going to hike up to the top of the mountain, which is named Pachamama, which is Mother Earth. And we're going to watch the sunset there at 6 o'clock. So it should be about an hour and a half to get up to the hill at 4,100 meters. I'm already dying, and I can't even go up these little stairs that I'm sitting on. And then at 8 o'clock, there's a traditional party that they're gonna throw for us and put us in their traditional clothing. So I'm pretty excited to see that and see how that goes. This experience has been absolutely wonderful so far, and we are just starting pretty much. It's so cool being here. It's really, really neat. I highly recommend this. It is now 3:30. We're about 3 minutes into the hike, and I already feel like I'm gonna collapse. This is only the start of the hike to get to the start of the hike. And I'm gonna die. How you guys feeling?
Estoy bien.
Yeah, estoy bien. Yeah, todo bien. Roberto, Ara. Yeah. All lies, we're dying. They're not, just me. Now we're at the start point of the hike, and we're just resting for a moment, waiting for other people to join us. But this place is literally out of a video game. Like, if you follow this little stone road here, past there, it takes you to the next village. Hola, buenas. This takes you to the next village over there, and if you take that road way down there, it takes you over that hill, which is also another community. And these people are literally traveling from one community to the other with their bags. How awesome. It's a lot more developed than I expected it to be. To be honest, I thought it would be a little bit more remote, but they actually have solar power farms and stuff, which is pretty sweet. It's a cool place. There's also a little store here. We are now ascending to Pachatata, the Father Earth mountain, and there's a temple up there, which we were given 3 coca leaves to make our offerings. And to do so, once we get there, we have to circle the temple anti-clockwise 3 times, and then we place our coca leaves, all 3 of them representing 1, health, 2, wealth, and 3, love. And then you place those on the ground with a little stone on top of it facing the temple. And then our offering is complete. But this hike, it's like taking stairs without the stairs. That's how steep it is. We have now made it to the temple, and it is time for our offerings. We go in circles. Now, after 3 rotations, it is time to place our offerings at the gates of the temple. We cover them just like this with a stone. So one other interesting thing about the temple, it's closed today. Well, it's closed almost every day in January besides the 20th, because that's the day that they place their offerings. So if you look inside here, you'll see a black pit right there in the middle. And then beside it is stones. That stones is actually covering a hole in the ground. And back in the day in ancient times, that used to be the sacrificial pit, where they would sacrifice, originally it was humans, and then it went to animals, and now in present day, it's food offerings. So let's say if someone was to grow the largest potato in the whole community, they would place that offering in there, and everyone places something of value in there. And then the black burn pit is for more dry goods, other types of grains. Depending how it burns is what determines how the year is going to turn out. If everything you burn turns to complete ash, it's going to be a good year. But if it's like a chunky burn, it's not going to be the best year. And what they were explaining to us was the year the pandemic happened was not a good burn, so it was kind of chunky when they burnt it, and then that's when COVID happened. Also, sorry for fumbling over my words. I cannot breathe or think, and I'm on 2 hours of sleep. But yeah, that is the budget at that temple. We just made it back down from the temple, and today is January 29th, but starting of February, there's going to be a festival called the Candelera, and right now the people are practicing their traditional dances for the presentations of the Candelera festival. It's pretty cool to see this. Pretty awesome. Okay, after a long-awaited 20 minutes rest, that was much needed. We are having dinner now, and it is a semolina soup, which is pretty tasty, and it's got carrots and I think peas on the inside. And then for the main course, I'm not sure. What do you guys think?
Looks like a sauteed veg.
No, I mean, do you like it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Ada, what do you think? Yeah? And here they are, preparing some food. There's lovely wife Flora here, preparing something for us too. I totally forgot to record dinner, but dinner was a stir fry of carrots, eggs, French fries, and peas with rice, and it was absolutely phenomenal, just delicious. And now we are getting suited up to go to the fiesta. Gracias. What do you think? Not bad. Oh. I love it.
Is that really yummy?
Okay, we are making our way to the dance hall, as they call it, the discoteca. And
Andean discotheque.
the Andean discoteca. All right, we are fully suited up in our attire, right over here, all looking fresh, looking good. I got stuck. There we are. And we're all just dancing and whatnot, having a good time. We got a live band. Just a fantastic time. There's our host, Roberto. He's actually the president of the community here, so pretty honored to be with him. It's just been, pardon. It's just been a great time overall. This is a 10 out of 10 experience. I highly recommend this. And with that, we're gonna call it a night. I'm gonna head to bed shortly, and that's it. See you tomorrow. Good night. Good morning, everybody. It is now day 2, and we are already at the port. We had to get here as fast as possible just because the storm is coming in. You can already hear thunder. And on Lake Titicaca, that also translates to gray puma. Titi means puma, and caca is gray. So yeah, the waves can go up to 2 to 3 meters high during a bad storm because the elevation is so high here and the wind is so strong. So we kind of rushed over here. Nope, I gotta go.
Gracias, amigo. Gracias, amigo.
Gracias.
Gracias, amigo.
Gracias por todo.
Gracias.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
10 out of 10 host, Roberto, best guy. Total cost of this whole trip was 150 soles per person. That includes door-to-door service from your hostel to the island, and then you're introduced to your host, and then you have lunch and dinner included, and then breakfast the next day. While you're here, we got to go up to the highest point of the island, which happens to be the highest island on the highest navigable lake. So that's super cool, a little confusing, but yeah, this is the highest place you can go to in the world for an island. And we were also invited to a fiesta, which we were able to wear the indigenous garb, like the Andean ponchos, and the women had their traditional skirts and blouse, I guess you could call it, which is a fantastic time. A lot of dancing, which normally we don't dance, but it was a great time. I even danced. She dances, not me. But 10 out of 10 experience, highly recommend this. If you are in Puno, you have to do this. It is an experience like no other, and all 4 of us had a fantastic time. 10 out of 10. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.